So, in our little UP GTI, how do we go from this to this? So we need to remove the Volkswagen phone holder from the car on the dashboard. So there's a button there. You just press that button in as well as you're lifting it up and it just comes away. That reveals the USB power socket there, which we'll be coming back to later. So now we've got the phone holder and we've got the cradle. So we need to separate these two. So we need to separate the cradle from the holder. So this actual holder, let me get the part number there, which is 1S0035936C, Volkswagen Audi part. So we need to separate them from each other. So we're pulling back that tab and we're sliding this away from that. So it's just, that's it, just slides away. We don't need that anymore. Put that aside. So this is what we're going to be needing, because we need an adapter plate, which I put a link in the description from. A lad called Ollie Stewart. He has an eBay shop. I think it's Lighthouse 3D. He has got some fantastic adapter plates. I think only for the moment he does the pre-facelift and the facelift Volkswagen Up ones. So we need that to go on here to then connect it to screen. So we need the screen to connect to this holder, which goes back in there. So this is how our screen comes. We get the screen, and on the back you've got the standard fitment for their holder. This is their holder, which will obviously go into there, but that is not going to fit onto that. So we need some way of connecting that onto that. That's where Ollie comes in with his adapter plate that we got from eBay. And so we need to take this off. It's just 4 screws. I'm going to keep those screws because I'm going to need to use them to put the adapter plate on, which is right here. So here's our adapter plate that we got from eBay. I think it was $7.99 with free delivery. So this part here is what screws onto the back of the CarPlay screen when we take their holder off. So these holes here are what we're going to use for the existing screws that come with the screen. Then this part here is going to screw onto that part that's on the back of the screen with the 2 screws that Ollie sent us. And then this is then what clips onto the back of our Volkswagen phone holder. So it'll all become clear once we get through it. So here's the screen with the factory holder on the back. So we need to unscrew these 4 screws. As I said, we need to keep hold of them. Just going to be using them again. So we don't need that. That can go back in the box. But what we do need is that. So that is going to go in its place. Whoops. Basically, on there, and then screw it in. So that's that. Now, we want to use this one. So we want to connect that to there. So then we use the 2 screws. Ollie sent us the adapter plate. The one goes in there. What we do need is one of these USB-C cables. I think this is about $3.99 from Amazon. Again, I'll put the link in the description. It just connects to us. So that is what's going to go into the power socket on top of the dash, which is where we took the phone holder from. I think that's about 20 centimeters. We don't need anything more than that because the screen is really close to the power point. So just connect this to this. So it just slides on. Pull that back. It clips in. That's it. So on this screen, the Type-C connector is on the right-hand side of the screen. So just get a cable, connect it in, and then it's going to go fit it onto the dashboard now. Right, so here's our screen. We've got the power cable connected into there, and then the Volkswagen phone holder is connected to the screen with the adapter plate, and then this is going to fit back onto there, and then the USB is going to connect into the power. So because this has a hole in the back there, I like to put the cable into there. So we'll just do that. You can see the power's gone into there, and then the screen just clips in, and that's it. Turn the power on. So here is all connected up now. So we're obviously on Apple CarPlay, but there is an option for Android Auto, SuperLink, and audio output as well. So if you do have a system where you don't have Bluetooth, you can use FM transmitter for an older style car, or you've got the auxiliary. You do get the cables, auxiliary cables with the screen. So one will fit into the same side as where your power cable goes, and the other one will fit into the auxiliary in on your car system there. Well, to get to your main CarPlay screen, we're just clicking on the CarPlay button, and then you can see there you've got all your icons on there. They can be moved around on your CarPlay settings on your phone. So if you do go into that, it gives you an option to move these around, and you can also delete some as well. It's just swipes left and swipe right. So obviously you've got your Spotify there, you've got your Waze, back to there. You've also got another screen there with weather, radio, more maps, Google Maps, your Waze. You can obviously then put in your search where you want to go. You've got your Spotify. It's just a great system. So all in all, with everything bought, you're looking at around the £70 mark. The screen is, I think it's called Remudi. I'll put a link in the description. That was from Amazon Prime. Roughly around the £60-65 mark. They do 10% off vouchers every now and again, 20% off. Actually, at the moment, 20% off it. The cable was $3.99. That was from Amazon as well. So you can get these from Temu or AliExpress, but you're probably waiting a few weeks for them to be delivered. This screen was delivered to Amazon Prime next day, and obviously if there's any problems with it, you got the assurance of being able to return it back to Amazon with no hassle whatsoever. And then the adapter plate from Ollie to connect the screen to the Volkswagen phone holder, that is $7.99 with free delivery. You can't connect this screen to the Volkswagen phone holder without that adapter. So there is an option though that does come in the kit. There is a slicker for a windscreen mount, which will then connect to the adapter that was at the back of the screen that we unscrewed before. So if you didn't have the phone holder, then there is an option to have it on your screen somewhere. Hope you like it. Thanks very much.